This is Ultimate Rejects.
This is our OMG interview.
Wow! Very nice. A regular day at the office for the Ultimate Rejects. After all, we are Ultimate Rejects. And when we started this organization many years ago, it was just myself and Johann going through the motions, putting out music, getting feedback. Not all the feedback was to our liking, but we learned over a period of time and just kept coming. And then one night rather, having a conversation, we said, hey, let's make this official. Because I was doing my solo thing and he was doing Madmen Productions and doing mixing and mastering, and we said, hey, let's do something together. And we came up with a name, Ultimate Rejects, based on our experience as a unit working and putting out tracks, and people saying, you guys mad, this wouldn't work, you know, what are you doing, stick to what, you know, stay in your comfort zone, stay in your lane. But that is not us. And then, you know, along the way, Avaron came along in the red chair
and huffing the red chair.
You know, so from then on, you know, this has been a crazy whirlwind adventure, you know, just making music, enjoying ourselves and just pushing the boundaries. We don't know it any other way and we wouldn't like it any other way.
As you know, as Max has mentioned, you know, we try to always push the envelope and always try to create something that is out of the box, so to speak, so that we have already embraced that whatever we put out is going to be abnormal, you know, from our industry perspective, you know, so that, you know, well, based on the fact that, you know, Maxa and Johann has been doing it for so many years before we actually came on board as a quartet, just based on the experiences that they would have had putting out of the box music, you know, the feedback they would have gotten is what would have led to the name. The rest you could.
To add to that as well, when we came together and we decided that is electronic dance music that we're doing in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, that was something, you know, wow, you know, why you guys chose that, you know.
Yeah.
Max already has his name in the carnival / soca realm, you know. Johann is a big producer, but he more or less does a lot of carnival hits, you know, from Guest Marshall, you name it, you know. Why go into this particular world? Because we love electronic music, we like to experiment, and we saw where we could, you know, make an impact in Trinidad and Tobago regionally and also in the world. You know, Avaron loving electronic music, playing it, you know, Iceman, well, he knows every single artist that comes out, but yeah, he just documents everything and let us know, well, hey, this brand new song is hitting, so we have a passion for it. As well as you, and he's the maestro when it comes to producing our tracks in that particular world and vein. So,
well, from 2006, Max and myself practically started Ultimate Rejects. You know, we didn't have the name back then, but we would have been experimenting with a lot of these songs and the music, you know, and with that, Max started to do a lot of production as well too. Came up with hits like Welcome to the Carnival with Konduba, you know, came up with Full Extreme, if a lot of people didn't know that, and he brought it to me and I had, you know.
Yeah, even hectic.
We are all rounders, you know, and sometimes when you're multi-talented and
keep that a turn, boy.
Yeah, when you could pull up a lot in the stat sheet, you know, people kinda look at you like, hey, why you don't just focus on one thing? And they may see that one thing as, you know, what is the money maker, but it's not about the money making for us. Yes, we all would like to make money to sustain our lives, you know, and take care of our children and our families, but at the same point in time, you know, we just like just being out of the box. We love expressing ourselves. Not every day we wake up and want, you know, eggs for breakfast or bread and cheese. You know, we just supply and we just go with the flow. And we enjoy doing it, whether win, lose, draw. Well, let's stick to Ultimate Rejects and tie it into that. When I was called to do that particular project, and after, well, I won't go into all the details, but when it was finished, that same anthem was rejected because they went whosoever the sponsors were and the organization, they went in a different direction and they left me with that same anthem. And my wife said to me, why do you make people take advantage of you all the time? I say, my darling, this song is gonna go places. And I went to a radio station and released the song after it was rejected for the general purpose that it was created for. The team played 3 games, had only 1 point. They changed the coach from Luther Sinclair to Leo Ben Haka. And for some reason, everything just happened to take place from one game to the next until we finally qualified. So that same song that was rejected ended up the anthem. So I guess Ultimate Rejects was always in the making way before we even dreamt of bringing this group together. So that was a song that nearly was not exposed or released to the general public. Had I been an individual that just took everything, and said, okay, I'll live with the disappointment. No, I didn't give up on the music, I didn't give up on myself, and I didn't give up on my country. So, with all the 23 men on that squad, working hard, and all the rest of the players who got injured along the way and who weren't selected, and it wouldn't be possible.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's actually Fighter. The name of the song is Fighter is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Just in case you didn't know.
Super Warrior.
Right. One of the key ingredients, which many people would not know, I guess, was the fact that we, outside of this, we have been friends for a very, very long time. In our own different space. Max and Johann would have been friends for a long time. Johann and I would have been friends from a long time. Johann and Avaron would have been friends from a long time. So when people just see us as, this group just come out of nowhere, but we knew each other's personalities from a very long time, and that actually helped in the gelling of personalities now into one big entity, if you want to say.
There's also a big statement that Max says a lot, especially when we get into the studio. There are no egos in the studio. So that helps a lot with how we focus and how we just get the job done. All the egos are left outside.
To add to it as well, guys, I think that you all have the same goal as well too.
And I'm gonna say that our goals are the ego now, so it's almost like as long as we continue to feed our goals, that will always be the most important thing, apart from personal accolades, if you want to say,
Everybody had the same intention, kind of thing.
And we have the same dream. And we also around the same age bracket too, and we've been through the wars, and we understand that, in your youth, not saying that we old, but in your youth, you would have pursued all your personal goals and dreams, and you may have made some big mistakes, and we've learned from all these experiences and coming together as a unit and forming a business, and having, proper management and staff and people to keep us grounded, because we have family life as well. So all that has contributed to us, maturing and growing up and working side by side, day by day, trying to achieve, our goals and our dreams.
Of course.
We have conflicts all the time.
Yeah, I mean
I get picked on all the time.
It just goes to show that. It just goes to show that we are all passionate about those goals.
Yeah.
And from the time 24 hours pass, 48 hours pass, and you realize that nobody really have any particular issues with anything.
Yeah.
That's when things starting to go downhill. It's because nobody really caring anymore. So as long as we can come together as a group in a room and say, guys, here we're going on. I have a problem with this. And use my brother, and that's why I could tell you I have a problem with it.
Yeah.
And we'll trash it out right there. Sometimes it's be as a group, sometimes it may be personal.
Yeah.
If it's very personal, you might find, hey, Johann and I might just go and talk about it alone. Or if it's a group thing, you will find all of us talk about it in our group.
Yeah.
But again, it's the lack of the egotistic aura.
And I suppose a heavy level of trust between each other to know that we're being honest with each other.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah, I mean, think of our family with 4 brothers who have to spend 365 days.
60 days out of 65.
Yeah. Problems.
I mean, we push one another at the end of the day too. You know, Joel will send something in the group chat and whatever, and he will send the artwork, and you know, I'm not like him, so I can't even start to do an artwork. So when he sends something, because I'm very productive and constructive in making music, so he would send an idea and I'll be like, hey, I'm seeing something, and I would always send a tweak and say, hey, try this, or try and fade this a little bit more, or bring it out, you know, stuff like that. So we go like that back and forth every single
we're constantly sharing ideas.
Every single day,
anything. Whether it be music, whether it be videos, whether it be a marketing strategy, whether it be art, we were constantly sharing ideas with each other.
So always about the team, because I remember, again, doing stuff by myself. You know, you have the talent, you have the youth, right? But you don't have the resources, you don't have team, you don't have structure. And many times in our youth, you know, that is what is lacking. That's why we have parents, you know, to give you that particular structure. That's why you had to go to school, you had chores in the afternoon, you had extra, you know, curricular activities, you had structure so that you make up your 24 hours in the day. In business, it is the same, you know. And I didn't have that 15 to 20 years ago. But now, you know, working with individuals are the same, or along the same lines, you know, with our creativity, our goals, you know. You can now try to single me out. Bearing in mind, everybody has their view, right? When you go on a stage, some people will look at Ice and say, that's my favorite member, or Avaron. You know, I always last in line, you know, because these guys are just very handsome. And I cool with that. Yeah.
I was behind the scenes, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
You know, but very good. But you know, seriously, it's all about the team. You know, management will always have their little struggle when people call and they say they want to get Max, and he would say, well, I will tell you what Max will say. If you happen to have Max's number, he will tell you he's not coming anywhere without his entire team. And it is not Ultimate Rejects featuring MX Brand. It is Ultimate Rejects, but you know, we can't stop people from saying what they wish to see.
One word, brotherhood. You know, I have one brother, blood-wise, and we're actually quite a few years apart. You know, so as we just said, the fact that we're actually all very close in age, you know, that brotherhood is something that stands out for me on a daily basis.
For me, is the honesty, because sometimes you need that harsh criticism to tell you to be better or to do better. And what better way than to get it from, you know, the people that you work with on a daily basis, the people that you share your ideas and your ideals and dreams with on a daily basis. You know, to do better, to strive for better. You know, so the honesty.
To me, it's a journey. You know, it's not a destination for Ultimate Rejects. It's a journey, because we never know where we're going to end up 2 days from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. You know, we just keep pushing the envelope, keep pushing one another, keep aspiring to achieve greatness and pass it on. You know, whether it be through, you know, something we post up on YouTube, you know, like a tutorial, or whether it be a testimonial, in whatever way that we could contribute towards, you know, our art form, our culture, our country, you know, and just to build one another in the process. That's what it's all about.
For me, I would add to what all these guys are saying. It's practically brotherhood. All of us together, pushing one another, inspiring one another every single day, every minute, every second.
I think one of the things too, as men, you know, we kind of don't really have a open space where we could talk about our issues, not just about, you know, what going on in the workplace or the job site, what happening to us on a personal level, whether it be your relationship, whether it be your, you know, something going on with your kids, you know, things like that, you know, how to avoid unnecessary confrontation and conflict resolution and all these different things. I think that is one of the reasons why we have so much of crime with men on a general basis now, on an everyday basis. that we just don't know how to solve problems without getting violent. And once we're able to have that open, free space where you say what you have to say, I say what I have to say, but at the end of this session here, we must have a plan or a projected plan or a solution to these issues. And it's not going to happen overnight.
OMG moments happen a lot in this group, and I will say why. You have to watch what you say a lot around this guy. So sometimes when you say something, you have to be like, OMG, I should not have said that, because he's going to take it down a completely different, an alternate universe that you didn't even think of.
I apologize, but it happens all the time.
Well, my OMG moment would be more of an inspirational moment to me. It wouldn't be a kicks moment or a joke moment. Being over in London, seeing a lot of the masqueraders, and I'm really feeling, music that you put together in your bedroom, wherever in the house. You know what I'm saying? And that was a touching experience to me, because I've been helping people my whole entire life. When I left radio, I started Mad Men Productions and all these different things. So all the songs from even from the past that I did with Mad Men, it was a real good feeling to me. It was a driven experience to me as well, to tell myself that you're human, you could be a little bit down and whatever, but that really brought up everything for me all over again now, So
my OMG moment would be, I think, 2017 as a whole, because for the last decade or so, I was more or less, something like what Johann was doing, just making music at home, that kind of thing. And then fast forward to 2017, actually holding a mic in front, on a stage in front, thousands of people, constantly. That was, that was something I never thought would have been possible throughout my career.
My OMG moment would be a day I was home working out, and my wife pulled up. I heard my son in the back. He was about 3, almost 4. I was struggling doing my final set of push-ups, and he came out of the vehicle and he went down on all fours like it is he was doing push-ups with me. And when I finished, he said, "Great job, Daddy, great job," and gave me a high five. I will never forget that. Thanks for having us, guys. You can find Ultimate Rejects on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to keep up to date with what we doing, what craziness we doing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. If you want to hear our music, you can head over to YouTube and SoundCloud. We have all our tracks there from since 2015, come all the way forward. And then if you feel to hear any of our electronic mixes that we put out first of every month, you can head over to iTunes and Mixcloud, and usual thing, just search Ultimate Rejects and it's gonna pop up. Thanks for viewing, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Ultimate Rejects, and this is OMG. You are signing off. All right.